Hello and welcome to the European Parliament. My name is Catherine Fior and I'm delighted to welcome Isabelle Thomas MEP.
Hello.
You're a member of the S&D group and you're one of the rapporteurs who put together this report that preempted today's announcement on the multi-annual financial framework, the budget from 2021 to 2017. In your resolution, you put forward more ambitious proposals in relation to the cap on the budget. What do you think of what the Commissioner proposed? I think they said it around 1.1% of GDP.
I think that the position of the Commission is not serious. It's not serious for three reasons. First of all, the current financial framework is too small, and during all the time we have to cut everywhere, for example, to cut research, to have more investment, to cut Connecting Europe facility, to have more money for for migration. So we have to cut every time. That is the first reason. So we can't stay at the same level. Second is that we have the Brexit. And as you know, we have a gap between 12 and 40 billions for the next budget. The third reason is that Council and Member States want to give more missions, more goals to the European Union. For example, borders, for example, security, for example, defense. So we can't do more with less money.
Well, as you point out, the UK have decided to leave the EU. That means that there will be less money.
We have not only one solution, we have several solutions. We have to choose. That is the responsibility of the politicians. First possibility, of course, is just not to add new missions. For example, we can say, okay, we have not enough money, so we cannot add mission for security, mission for borders, mission for defense. That is the first solution. Second solution is, as you say, to cut old priorities. But Parliament thinks that is not a good idea, because if we cut solidarity policies to be replaced by security policies, we think that that's not the same nature for Europe, and we think that Parliament thinks that that could be a problem. That could be the third possibility. That is a possibility chosen by the Parliament, is that define new resources, because maybe nobody knows that, but at the beginning of the European budget, we had 70% own resources and only 30% from contribution of member states in the European budget. So the problem is that year after year, we replaced own resources by national contribution from member states. And the idea of the Parliament is to replace, to come back at the beginning and replace national contribution from member states by own resources. I would like to be clear. We don't want to penalize citizens, because we know that taxes now are very heavy for citizens.
A new initiative that's been introduced in the proposals that were put forward today is the idea of rule of law conditionality. This has become particularly pertinent with the rule of law mechanism being launched for the first time against Poland, and also with concerns about other countries such as Hungary. Do you welcome this development?
The Parliament proposed on March, when we voted in favor of this resolution, we proposed a very interesting idea. That was a mechanism of punishment for government, which don't follow the rule of law and human rights, in fact. It was an independent mechanism, not to condition, not a conditionality mechanism. You know, what's the difference? In the first mechanism of sanction for government, the punishment is for government. But the proposal of the Commission is not the same. The proposal of the Commission wants to punish all citizens who benefits from European Union budget. You see, for example, research, university, or students for Erasmus, or cities for regional funds could be punished by the mechanism of the European Commission. With the mechanism proposed by the Parliament, it will not be the case. You know the difference.
Our French MEP from Brittany, the structural funds are quite important in the Brittany region.
Absolutely, very important.
Are they going to be protected in the next programme?
My goal, as a goal of the Parliament, but my goal is to protect cohesion policy, not only for my region, not only for Brittany, of course it's important for Brittany, but for, you know, what is cohesion in fact? Cohesion is to help European Union to work at the same rhythm. Of course, we cannot build together something, a real project for Europe, and we cannot defend solidarity if we don't defend cohesion together. Of course, at the end, the project of European Union could be in difficulty.
Finally, the European Commission have said that they really want to get this done, completed, finished within the next few months. It's very ambitious. They're going to have to get the member states to agree. They're going to have to get the Parliament on board. Are we going to see another delay in the start of a European financing period, or do you think it's possible that this will be completed within your Parliament?
I think it's necessary because you know that if we don't close the discussion before 2019, it will not be possible to be efficient, to be ready for 2021. And if we are not ready, it could be difficult for firms, for students, for Erasmus, for cities and regions, for everybody could benefit of a European budget. So it's necessary to finish before. The problem is 2019. It's a year of election, as you know. So of course we have no time to conclude, in fact. So we will try. Of course it's ambitious, of course it's difficult, but we have to try because it's not for us, it's for European citizens.
Isabelle Thomas, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.